Hello, and welcome to Bees and Tea Stitching. I'm your host, Sebastian. Selena is over there enjoying the hazy-ish sunlight, so she may or may not join us. So, welcome. If anybody is new here, welcome back to all you guys who have been here before. I always appreciate you guys. This is my little corner of the internet where I talk about stitching, my cat, life, all the good stuff. Um, not really a whole lot going on this week. Um, kind of coming down from the whole holiday thing and kind of get back to normal. So, nothing really to report there. Let's see. No, so okay, I will have a 5K, but I'll have one more video before that, so I can talk about that then. And then we have a visitor in February, so the first Thursday in February, I may not have a video. Um, so we'll see on that one. So just a 3 or 4 week forewarning there. All right. So I got a good bit to show you guys today. Since in the past I was doing 500 stitches per um per shot, per project, I guess you could say. But I'm actually going back a little bit because it's just, I don't know, it seems like it's a lot. Um, so I'm going to 250, or I'm trying to about go to about 250 with some exceptions. But um, so you'll probably end up seeing more projects. I kind of want to, hopefully that'll help me touch more things. That sounds terrible, but you know what I mean. Get your mind out of the gutter. So yeah, that's kind of my plan. So I don't know if they're really going to be longer. They're going to tend to be longer this year. We'll see. Um, I still might not touch that many. We'll see. Just how it goes, and if I change that throughout the year, it could happen. So got no FFOs, but anybody who has been here for a while might remember this bag. This is a Vicky Stitch and Button bag. This is something you guys haven't seen in a long time, like probably a year or more. So this had to be done. I had a bit of a time crunch on this one because next Friday the 10th? Yeah, Friday the 10th, I believe. Wait, that's no, wait. Friday. Hmm. Anyway, sometime coming up this, I think next week, maybe it's next Saturday. Anyway, um, we will be doing a finishing class, and so it's Sue Hill's Designs, Something Wicked. Not bothering. I didn't do any of the smalls, but I did do the box, and I do actually have the little box for it. So you guys already saw this part of it done. I did actually, hold on. I did change it from 2024 to 2026 though. Whew, damn, that's long. There we go. So, gotta lean it back here. There we go. Give the gangsta lean. There we go. And can kind of go a little closer here. There you go. So this is not even remotely close to the called for colors. But there you go. That's how that works. So that is Cinder, which I think is Ghast, if I remember correctly. And I don't remember. Let's see, what is the yellow? The yellow is Classic Colorworks Queen Bee. Let me see. Do I have any gas left that I can look it up? I mean, I was down about to the end of my gas. Yeah, it is my cinder, I should say. That's how much I had left. So, not much. So, that part was done. That's, obviously the part that goes around the side of the box. I want to say shaker box, but I don't think it's actually a shaker box. I think a shaker box is something different. But this is actually what I got done. Well, like I said, other than changing it to the 2026. Let's do it right side up. There you go. Ta-da! Something wicked lies within. And yes, some of the stars are meant to be backstitched and some are not. So that is how that's supposed to work. But there you go. That is done. And once again, that is Cinder and Queen Bee. So, um, that is that. So, in the next week or two, probably you might see a FFO on this one. But yeah. So that is that. I have no clue what I'm going to do with this once it's done. I have no idea where I'm going to put it, but I'll figure that out when it happens. So, all right, put all this stuff. So that is I guess I should say 16 count. What is it? Hold on one second. Got it from Keepsakes apparently. 16 count Ada's Witch's Brew from XU Designs. There you go. Very, very cool fabric. And I don't think I have any more of it. So that may be something I might want to grab in the future because it's a cool, spotty purple. There you go. You can see the fabric one last time there. But yeah, that is my one and only finish. I've had a lot of big starts, so I mean there are actually a few things I could finish up. The All Sorts is definitely going to be one I'm going to work on finishing up, and yeah, that's the only thing I can think of that I've been working on lately that's kind of close to being done as far as I can remember. The rest of them all kind of have a bit to go. So, all right. This is going to be in no particular order. So let me get to the right part of Pattern Keeper here. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay, so once again, in a Vicky Stitch and Button bag, which is one of the few that are actually appropriate. There it goes. So this was my only supposed to be official New Year New Star, but it wasn't. So this is Una Buena Pieza Cat Garden. Look at all the kitties. And actually mine's going to look more like this. It's going to look more like the blue. But I have... Oops, nope. There we go. Let me get to my... the right one here. Alright, cool. So, this is 250 stitches. And as you can see, I finished up the cat. And I've got another cat going in. So, an orange boy. But yeah, so that is 250 total. That's not 250 from the last time I showed it. That's 250 from the beginning. So now I can do it 250 a week. So now I have it set up right, if that makes sense. This is all the called for colors except for one. On a, what is this? This is a Millennial Fabrics 16 count robin egg. So really pretty blue. I had to switch one of the blues because it was too close to this robin's egg. So now I've got now that I've got the 250, like I said, I can start doing that weekly. I am at 250 stitches out of 11,715. I am 2.13% done. So that's that on that one there. Okay, what is next? Yes. This one I actually am caught up as far as I know on. The cool dragon bag. Whoops, let me show you the PDF on this one. So this is by ozstitch.com.au. This is the Arsenal crest. Excuse me. As you can see, it was supposed to be done on black fabric, but that was not happening. So I may or may not stitch black around it. Probably not, though. I'll probably just do it on the white and be done with it. But, go back here. Sorry about that. My phone seems to be going off. Alright. And this is all the called for colors on I believe it's a 16 count, just basic white Ada. So, let me get some of these threads out of the way here. Okay, there we go. Alrighty, so, actually have done 300 on this one because we won 3-2 in our last match against oh wow, who was our last match? Aston Villa? No, we played Aston Villa before. We're playing Liverpool today. That I do know. Actually, let me see. That game should be coming up really soon too. Let's see. We just played. Da, 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 da. Okay, well, Bournemouth. There we go. We won 3-2 over Bournemouth. It should not really have been that close of a game, but you know, it is what it is. So, um, I have been working. I did the little white thingy there. Did the red here. Came down. Also did just a tiny bit down here as well. So that is where I'm going. So that is 300 stitches. And hopefully I'll have to do a bunch more stitches today because um, beating Liverpool would definitely behoove us for a couple of reasons. One, to um, extend our lead, and also because Liverpool is not that far behind us. Oh, I forgot to say this is for the Gridiron Grind, where most people are doing it with American football. I am doing it with football, soccer, and I'm doing 100 stitches for every goal. So, I can go. It's rare that there's ever any more than 4 goals. It's actually very rare that there's really any more than 2. But so usually between 1 and 300 is my average. Um, but you never know. You never know in games. Some people get on hot streaks, and sometimes they play bad teams. Not playing a bad team today, but so sometimes you'll get a higher score. All right, I got an hour and 10 minutes before Arsenal starts, so I'll tell you when I'm doing this. And next, this one I'm slowing down a bit on. I'm not gonna lie. I need to figure out what I want to do. If I want to move to another place, or if I want to keep grinding through the 310. So I'm not 100% sure yet. But this is Thread Geeks Cross Stitch, Doctor Who. This is the 10th/14th Doctor, more specifically. There you go. So my problem is that I'm down here. There we go, in this little corner over here, which is nothing. Well, pretty much nothing but 310. What also worries me is this section is even bigger, even more 310. So I want to get some of those out of the way, but I also don't want to burn out just doing the 310. So I kind of need to figure out what I'm going to do with that. Now, I don't know. I don't know what the answer to that question is yet. So, um, now this is going to be deceptive when it comes to the stitches because, as I've already explained before, there was a light gray square behind him, which I already marked those off because I'm not doing that light square gray square behind him. So it sounds like I have a crap load done, and I really, really, really don't. Um, so this is actually another appropriate bag. I believe I want to say that I got the fabric um, from I got the fabric and sent it to Vicky, and then she made the bag. I think I could be wrong on that, but anyway, but it is kind of appropriate. And so all I actually have, like I said, is just this one little corner of his shoulder, and that is just all black. Now there's a few weird stitches on the outside to kind of fade it. Um, but so I've not done those yet. So I could do those, but that's not really going to help much because it's still, you know, that's still not much stitching at all as compared to like what the 310 is going to be. Obviously, this is all the called for on a 18 count easy grid white fabric, and because of the black squares, I have done 15,400 out of 34,992. It says I'm 44% done, but I still have a crap load of fabric. So, saying that I'm 44% done is really not doing this any justice as to how much I actually really still have to stitch on this thing. So, it's very deceptive about, what I've done and what I still have to do. But yep. So that is doing all right there. Like I said, and a really cool 75 pence. It's a actual stamp from the UK. That Crafty Emily, I believe it was, um, is selling. She's doing different sort of stamps. I have a couple of different ones of hers. That she like puts them on here and like seals them in, and makes them, so they'll, puts magnet on, obviously, so they'll stay, they'll stay the way they are, so they're sealed in, and you know everything's good with them, so they're really cool. One second, sorry. Okay. um so yeah, I would definitely recommend. Now she is in the UK, obviously. She can send to the US. I don't know what the limits are, as to what she can send because of the tariffs and all that. That would definitely be something that you would want to talk to her about. So that's all on that one. All right. Well, I am once again. I have a lot to show, but I seem to be talking kind of fast. So um, I don't think this is going to be all that long, even though I have a few things. But um, next, I do have a bag that has nothing to do with what's in it. As Okay, sorry about that. You gotta love work. But this is one that I started, and then I did. Oh, no, no, no! I'm sorry. No, this is not the one else. Actually, since I'm talking about that one, um, I'm gonna go to a different one. So this is. I love this bag. This is a Christine Stitch All the Things. There we go. Is that not cool? Really cool otter bag. But this is the one I started, and then I didn't like how it looked, so I stopped it, and I didn't do anything for it in it for, I don't know, maybe a year or two. And then I finally restarted again. So this is Carolyn Manning Sea Glass. Is that not beautiful? It's beautiful. Sea Glass. There we go. Okay, so I actually don't have what I had before, but it was on a 14 count, and I did not like the coverage at all. So this is all the called fors. This time it is on a 18 count easy grid, as I said, as I am doing the other ones. So it's a decent little start. Once again, this is 250 stitches. So I don't think that was from it was not from this week, but it was from. This was also a New Year, New Start. So this was from 250 stitches from the New Year. So now I can do it 250 a week because I'm up to date. So it's the same as the other one I showed you here. Once again, all the called fors on the 18 count easy grid, and I have done 250 out of 26,244, which is 0.95%, not 0.45. So I'm almost at 1% there. This is it. It really is beautiful, and I've seen other people do other Carolyn Mannings, so I am definitely looking forward to getting this one done because It's going to be beautiful when it's done. All right. The next one is the one that I do not have pattern keeper for. It honestly wasn't even worth it. So this was the third New Year New Start out of 4. And so this is American Pride by Artcy. I just really like the Quakery. So I'm doing this one for the semi-sesquicentennial. I don't remember how it goes, but anyway, 250th anniversary of America. Even though, anyway, yeah, not going into that. So this once again is 250 stitches, not from last week, but from the beginning of the year. And I have done a couple of color changes, but so I have a little bit of a conundrum on this one. So this will go into plans a little bit. So I should have done this one last. But I kind of sort of want to do it in overdyes. So I've got, let's see, this is Week Styleworks Navy. Okay, that's Navy. I've got Classic Colorworks Honeycomb. And then Gentle Art. I got one from each. Gentle Art, Country Redwood. So let me put these all together here. Oops. So, there we go. Alright, so I think that these will really look nice together. I think, those would go well. But that also means I'd have to frog out, well, either frog out 250 stitches or find another fabric to put them on. So what do you guys think? Should I continue on with the 3 DMCs on this same fabric? Should I frog that out and use these 3 on this same fabric? Or the third choice would be to use these 3 fabrics on different fabric, or these 3 threads on different fabric. So what do you guys think? I need some votes here. So please vote. On which one of those that you want me to do, because I really can't decide, and I haven't done any other work in that one yet because I haven't decided whether I want to move forward or not. So help. So help. Is there one more thing in here? Yeah, I thought there was. Okay. Yeah, okay. Sorry about that. Alright, I had to get something else out of that bag so I didn't lose them. Anyway, so that is the non-called for threads on a 16 count 16 count Stormy Night by Swigert. So it does have a little bit of, it's gray, but it's got a little bit of kind of a light gray variation in it. So that is 250 stitches. I'm just counting those. Hi, Selena. Gonna come visit? No, I don't think she is. Anyway, so yeah, please tell me what you guys think about that. I would greatly appreciate you guys' input on that one. So, probably not going to work on that one until I decide on what I want to do. I'm not really looking forward to frogging, but I mean, I will if I have to. It's a lot of stitches to frog, but it is what it is. Alright, so the last one, let me bring this up here. And I've already given you, that's the only haul I've got, or those threads, so nothing else of interest there. So this is, the last one is Cross Stitch Studio. This is the 4th New Year New Start. White Tiger Ghost Crop. So it's just 300 by 359 colors. Look at you, aren't you so pretty? Pretty cat. Pretty cutie. But yeah, so that is one I I was looking at for a long time, and I was finally just like, you know what? I'm looking at it so much, if I'm really thinking about it this hard, I really do think that I need to grab it. So I did. Um, it's only 59 colors, but there's so many of each that I put it in a little case here. So, all right, you're not going to be able to see a whole lot on here. Well, I guess you can kind of see it because obviously it's white. No, you can see. Actually, you can see it okay. I think you can maybe see it a little bit better in the video than you can um, in the in real life. But so you can see a little bit of the colors. You can't really see a lot of the subtle color differences in there, other than the white and the gray. But there are other colors other than those two shades. There's several colors in here so far. Um, so this is just going to be. Let me go back here. Oops. PDF. There we go. All right. So this is just up in this upper. Come on, string. Come on, cable. This is just here in this upper corner here, so that's what I'm doing. So I'm kind of heading over and down towards that first black stripe. But there you go. That is where I am right now. So not much. Again, this is 250 starting from the beginning of the year, not from last week when I showed it. So this is on the 18. It's obviously all the called for on the 18 count. Easy grid. I had one large. I guess it might have been a either half a yard or a yard's worth. Probably a yard's worth, I guess. I still have some left, but I was able to get three. As you can see, three things here are using it. So I have 250 out of 90,000. I am not 0.28%. So there you go. A little over 1/4% there. So that is definitely a long-term project. But I am looking forward to that one a lot. I really am. I'm gonna enjoy doing that. I think so. That's gonna be very pretty. So, alrighty. Oh, I forgot to tell you. This is in a really pretty Etsy bag. Unfortunately, I do not know who did it. Um, but and again, obviously the theme has nothing to do with it. But it was one of my bigger bags that I knew would be able to fit an 11 by 11 Q-snap, and the box with the billions and billions of colors in it. Okay, maybe not billions and billions, but it just seems like it sometimes. Okay, well, I guess that is really about it right now. Um, that did not take nearly as long as I thought it would, even with as much as I had to show you. Um, you guys keep insisting that I'm not talking too quickly, so I guess I'll keep going the way I am. I mean, I don't want them to be long just to be long. Um, I just want to make sure that I'm getting all the information clearly to you guys, so you understand what's going on and all that good stuff, and you're not confused by anything or missing anything. But yeah. So as always, please subscribe, hit the little notification button. I don't get paid. It's just what it helps the algorithm. Please vote on what you guys want me to do for the Quaker US, because I really do want to continue on with that, but I'm just having a really hard time deciding whether I want to restart it or not. So even with only 250 stitches. Um, so yeah, I guess that's about it. So yeah, like, subscribe, please comment. I do read every comment. Although I'm bad about responding. I'm sorry about that. I do have a coffee, a Ko-Fi below. If you guys want to use that, you don't have to. Obviously, no pressure. Sorry we did not get a Selena today. She is enjoying, even though it's hazy and kind of cloudy out there, she's still enjoying the sunlight as it is, which is why I actually have a side light here, because the light is a little weird, but hopefully between the two of them that it made things show up okay. And I guess that is about it. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow, wow, next week, and maybe hopefully, we'll have some more Selena this time. So talk to you guys later. Bye.